Good morning, guys. First video in a little while, and obviously you can see I'm not in the truck. You can probably tell by the saggy headrest that I'm in my wife's MG ZR. They've all got the sagging headrests. If you want to see me fix that, I have to put a video on my other channel, Rolling Roads. But today I'm off down to Newport, not far from where I used to collect the lorry when I was driving for Wilco. I'm signing up with another agency this morning. Already it seems really positive just from speaking to him a couple of times. I've spoke to him more in the last 2 or 3 days. I've had more contact back and forth than I had off the agency the entire 2 years I've been driving with the other agency. You know, you can actually phone and speak to someone. They give you a high vis and they give you all the equipment you need, so that's more than I've had in 2 years of driving. But no, just to speak to them, they sound really good. Again, they're based in Newport, but they supply work all around South Wales. They've got work available up in Bridgend, which is, I don't know if you know South Wales, but if you do, where I live is in the Rhondda. Bridgend is one way, Newport's the other way. So Bridgend would be actually a bit closer to home for me. But we'll see what the shifts are and what the money is, because obviously the money's got to come into it at some point as well. But yeah, so certain times, yeah, like I say, I haven't had a shift with the other agency I'm with, or I'm not going to mention because they are a big agency. But it seems to me, just with the contact I'm getting off them, which is text messages, that's how they contact back and forth. But it seems like they're struggling to keep their head above water, because they've been signing up loads and loads of drivers. You know, every time you come out of a truck yard, there's their name and number saying drivers wanted, work available. So loads of drivers, they've signed up for them, and that's when the shifts were getting thinner on the ground with Wilco. But now they've signed up so many drivers, and Wilco have dropped, which was their biggest customer all of a sudden, or their biggest client, whichever way you want to look at it. Now that's gone. There's no work, and the messages they're sending me is, do you want to go up to Hereford for a trainee day, 3 days a week? I'm thinking, well, I'm driving all the way to Hereford. I mean, that's not the same as popping to bloody Mega. I mean, driving up to Mega to start in the mornings is 40-45 minute drive for me. Driving up to Hereford, that's, you know, that's mad. And then they're offering jobs up in Gloucester, so it seems to me that they're just chucking their name in the hat for as many jobs as they can find now that the Wilco shift is gone, which says to me there's not going to be much work available. You know, they're constantly messaging, and a lot of these jobs are just for the odd one shift, which I know is what a lot of agencies do, and a lot of drivers like that. The thing is, then you're like, well, what's the lorry like? You know, where do I start? Who do I see? What's the money? And it's just, you know, it's just a pain in the butt. And obviously with the umbrella company as well, it's making sure they work hand in hand with them as well, so it's a pain in the ass. So this agency down here now, a friend of mine who's commented, thank you Marty for the tip and contacting me directly. I mean, I've known him for years, but yeah, he's put me forward now, and he said he works down with them and they're good as gold, you know, when they're sound people. And from what I can see, when I phoned up the office a couple of times, so I'm going to go down and see them now. They seem lovely down there, you know, really approachable, really nice, and you know, it seems like everything's in my own time. They weren't saying get here for this or get here for that. They seem lovely, so I'm heading down. I told them I'd be there about 10:30, 11 o'clock, so that's what time I'm aiming for. And yeah, so it's a case of going down, doing my paperwork, signing over, and hopefully when I go with this, I can sign off the umbrella agency, the umbrella company. And to be perfectly honest, I might completely cut ties with the other agency to save getting all those text messages. So I say that agency, you know, I appreciate it. They helped me get that first seat in the lorry 2 years ago. But I think it's 5 weeks since I had a shift with them. And I mean, I could have taken other shifts if I was prepared to take whatever runs were available. You know, the kids have been home through the summer holidays and stuff, and I've been prepared to drop everything and go the next day. I know a lot of agency drivers do like that, but I'm more the type where if I let them know my availability, I want to know what I'm doing in advance. You know, just, now just in case you're going, oh, I'll just take a night shift, you got to adjust your sleep pattern. You can't just say, oh, I'll have a power nap this afternoon and then jump in a lorry at 3 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, no, they seem like they're scrambling a little bit. But this agency down in Newport now that my mates put me on to, I know they're tidy, they've been going for ages, and they've got a lot of the same contacts that the agency I'm with now are with. But there's not offering me any they're not offering me any runs. But like I say, the runs they are offering a million miles away, then you've got to go and have a assessment elsewhere. A lot of them seem to be around Gloucester and stuff, so it seems to me they're struggling to try and find work for all the drivers they've got. A couple of the other agency drivers I was talking to when I was down in Wilco, who've been placed in Wilco for years, they were toying with retiring anyway, so I think now that Wilco have gone, that's going to be the final straw for them. They're going to say, nah, screw this. They're getting fed up getting messed around anyway. So we have to see how it goes. I mean, either way, I'm signing up for this agency. I tried to sign up with an agency online as well. It's a new agency. Any of you drivers have probably already seen it. Well, I don't know how that's going, but I've been in contact with them as well. At the moment, they're trying to get an app up and running and all sorts of stuff. But if that all works out, I'm already signed up. I just got to wait for the ball to start rolling. But yeah, no, that'll be interesting to see how that one works. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So like I said, the driving jobs, you know, I'm going to be back in the cab again soon, and I'm going to be working soon. What sort of driving I'm doing, it's probably still going to be class 1 on the HGVs. But like I said, I'm not sure what sort of runs I'm doing. I know they work with the company that I first started with. When I was first on the agency, I was driving for another company. I know they do a lot of work with them, and they do all sorts of different types of haulage. They do refrigerated lorries, they do box lorries, all sorts of deliveries all over the place. You do breweries and all sorts, so they'll probably mix up the content a bit. It's not just going to be Wilco. But yeah, so it'll be interesting. So I thought I'd let you guys know I'm on my way down there now. Wait for this copper to come past. But yeah, let's see how it goes, guys. So I thought I'd keep you all in the loop, give you a little update. I'll probably finish off this video by telling you how it went when I leave Newport. I've got a load of motorway to go now. But I should be there in 35 minutes, something like that. And then it's just a case of finding where I can drop the car off, go into this agency, have a chat, do all my paperwork and stuff, prove I'm, you know, allowed to work in the UK and I've got my licenses and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, and then fingers crossed in a few days I should be behind the wheel of another truck doing a totally different type of shift in a totally different kind of truck, and whatever it is, I'll bring you guys along with me and I'll show you what's happening. So I appreciate all your patience. I mean, I know you're not all sitting there waiting for me to upload a video. I'm not that bloody entertaining, I know that. Well, that said, if you have watched a couple of videos and you've enjoyed any of them, please just drop a like, subscribe, and we'll see if we can get the channel to grow a little bit more. So I have been missing doing my videos and getting out to work. I do enjoy driving, you know, and with the channel I do, I can't just be doing videos at home, just to film myself pottering around in the bloody house. You know, it's a lorry driving channel, so I want to be driving the lorry. So please, yeah, drop a like and a subscribe. It'll keep you in the loop then when I do start working again, and I'll keep you updated on all of my thoughts and feelings. But yeah, for now, I'll shut you off. I dare say I'll finish this video off with a quick update when I've left the agency. But thanks for watching, guys. There we go, guys, been in, done all my paperwork and what have you. Job done there, lovely in there, really friendly, really helpful. Went through all my options and stuff. You know, there's lots of filling out paperwork, bank details, previous employment, contact, all of that sort of stuff. And then there was the old theory test, which you think once you pass your test, you think theory test is done with. You always forget, you always have to really do another one. So yeah, so it was 35 questions, I had to get 28 right. And I'm terrible for second guessing myself. I'm terrible when it comes to second guessing myself. But the test went well. I got 33 out of 35. So it's working time directives questions. You always second guess yourself and they always word them differently. But no, it all went really well. So there we go. So yeah, it all looks really good. They're going to contact me pretty soon. And then I'll know when I'm sort of getting started. I've told them I'm not quite ready to get going just yet. We got family things, and I'd like to get a couple of days with the kids, take them out for a couple of days out and stuff. So yeah, so I'll probably leave it a week, and then next week I'll get in. But it sounds really good. They've said they've got lots of work on. Said already today they're looking for 4 drivers for the brewery, and it's a brewery I've delivered to before, so it sounds like the work I was doing originally when I first started is the sort of work they do, which is fine. You know, I know what I'm doing. It usually tends to be curtain insiders, heading all over the country. But like I always say, whatever it is, we'll take it in our stride. We'll do what shifts come. But yeah, no, it looks really positive. The other thing was different was the pay side. They could have stuck with the umbrella company that I'm with. That was one of the options. But to be honest, I think I'd rather take the lower hourly rate, cut the umbrella company out of the loop, and then, you know, I bring home what I bring home when there's not all those question marks over it. I'm sure I could just stick with the company I'm with, and then I'd have to worry about sorting out pension and all that sort of stuff. But no, I think PAYE is the way to go. So yeah, so there's the update. That's all done, and I head home now. It's lovely and warm in the sun, so I might see if we'll head out for a bit of a walk this afternoon or something. Let's see. But yeah, so there's the update, guys. So stay on top of your theory, because you never know when I'm going to chuck a theory test to you. But no, let's say it went fine. It did go fine. I always second guess myself on the working time directive and stuff. So I wasn't sure what 2 questions I got wrong, but she said one of them was working time directive. So there we go. Keep swatted up, and yeah, enjoy the rest of this nice weather now it's come in. And I should be back up uploading a driving video anytime in the next week or so. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll stay safe. You have a good one, and I'll catch you behind the wheel of a different lorry, going God knows where, delivering God knows what. But it definitely won't be Wilcox. It looks like our bubble's well and truly burst. So again, best of luck to all the Wilco staff, whether you're working in the shop, whether you're working in the warehouse, whether you're a driver. Sorry for what's happened. Best of luck to you all, and I hope you find future employment quickly and easily, and it's not too stressful a time for you. So stay safe, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one.